Hello, ladies and gentlemen at home. Well, this is a Zoom program, and we're here for you. Rialto Network decided that they wanted to bring programs to you, special people, unique programs that you need to know about. And here we are. We're not going to let that pandemic stop us. Now, today's guest is known as Man of the Year. He is fantastic. I want to introduce to you Terrance Stone, founder, CEO of Young Visionaries, and so much more. His bio is immense. So thank you, Terrance Stone, for being here.
Thank you. It's good to have me here. Good to see you again. How you doing? You're looking fantastic.
Thank you. We're doing good. And we want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about your program. Okay. I want the public to know about why, when did it start, about you as well. So tell me a little bit.
Oh, fantastic. Like you said, my name is Terrance Stone. I am founder, CEO of Young Visionaries Youth Leadership Academy. We started in 2001. So it's been almost 20 years now of being
20 years. Wow.
Yeah. So you remember when I didn't have none of this when I started.
I remember.
Yeah. But we're here now. We're still here, and I thank God that we are still here and being able to just weather all of these storms and just being an asset basically to the community and standing up for our young people in the community and helping them to be successful. So in doing that, we have several different programs. We have our mentoring program.
We have wait a minute now. Let's go back. Okay. I want to know about Terrance.
About me.
He started this.
Why I start, myself, my background, I was second generation gang member. So coming out of gangs and I felt like I had to give back, but I really didn't know how. So I just started off just talking to kids wherever they let me talk at. I don't care if it was a group home, a school, or a neighborhood park, and so in doing that, I think actually my first contract and working with kids was with the Rialto School District, going in and working with those young people, and which is great. Actually, some of those kids grew up from elementary school, and we employed some of them as mentors.
Wonderful.
But just going in, just working with kids and just trying to let them know that you do not have to live this lifestyle, even if you were born into this lifestyle, basically. So that's what we just started doing in our early stages. And as we matured as a organization, we realized that it was much more that we could do. So we started working on other programs, leadership development programs, workforce development programs, and things like that. But myself personally, it was just, it was just personal to me, like in just helping these kids. You can be successful. So let's figure out your roadmap to life, and let's see how we can get you successful.
Oh, wonderful. Now, you have trainings. You even involve yourself with job placements. You help out during the opioid crisis. Is that right?
Yes.
And how do you do that?
Well, just through training and information gathering and giving to the young people. I think a lot of them, they don't know the damages of opioids and what it pertains. I didn't know, even myself, I didn't know that heroin was an opioid, and my dad overdosed on heroin when I was 2. So just coming back full circle now, I'm doing opioid awareness and workshops with young people on that. It just feels, just ventilating almost, because something that affected my life when I was 2 years old, I'm able to come back at almost 50 years old now and talk to kids about it and be able to employ people to go out and talk to hundreds of kids, just on that particular matter of opioids. So with that, we have a federal grant with OJJDP, and our partners in that grant. We have our friends Joseph Williams with Youth Action Project, and Corey Jackson in this program out in Riverside County. And so us three, we just came together. Also, Tori Weston out in Claremont area.
I see.
Does mentoring. And so we just all came together and figured out, okay, how could we get funding to go in to work with these kids on opioid awareness, basically.
Right,
And
that's a big thing right now.
Yes, yes. And they're approaching it like much different than the crack era when that hit our communities, basically. So so it's good that they're not really too much of criminalizing it, but starting to do intervention and prevention programs in our community with it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That is really a wonderful program. Now, at what age can a person be involved in those particular programs of yours?
Yeah. Well, with Young Visionaries, we work with, we're in elementary, middle, and high schools. And we also work with adults. So right now we're in, I think around 9 school districts and a little over 33 schools right now, working with kids.
Wow. Wow. So those are the ones that go out to these schools. They've been mentored under your supervision, correct?
Yeah, so to speak. We have a great group of young people and staff that goes into the schools. We have ex athletes. We have 2 ex NBA players that that's on our team, and they go into schools. The kids love that. We have 2 of our staff have celebrity brothers or celebrity siblings. We have Nick Cannon's little brother, Gabriel Cannon. Then we also have Jonathan Williams, his brother, and Jonathan Williams' brother plays for the New Orleans Saints, Marcus Williams, number 43. So so in getting them, or getting we just had a Zoom meeting with Marcus Williams from the Saints, and he was talking to the kids and things like that, and he comes out and helps with our youth conferences and things. So we just try to capitalize on the strong ties that we have in the communities, which they have strong ties with other people that people don't even overlook and don't even know about, basically.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. You're doing an amazing job out there helping our youth. You know, they are the future. Actually, they are the now.
They are the now. They're the now and the future. And I think that they're, and sometimes I think that they're overlooked as far as their cleverness and to survive and to be innovative, basically, and just doing things outside the box. At this point, we've probably created more young millionaires than any other generation. That's because our kids are thinking outside of the box and how to make it happen and get it. So I'm excited for them.
Well, I really am. I have a 16-year-old granddaughter, and I couldn't do something on the computer, and in 30 seconds it was fixed.
This is their age.
The kids are really, really smart anywhere. Today. Now, your vision is exactly what?
Our vision is to empower young people, basically to empower the world. So and so that's just what we do. We hope to all the young people that we encounter to just pour as much knowledge and information in them as possible, and also to let them know that you can do and be whatever you want to do and be. In life, all you have to do is just put your mind to it and just do it. And sometimes it's just like a fish bowl or a fish tank. I have fishes at home. I love my little fish tank, and so. But I realize that they can only grow as much as their environment. So same thing with our young people. You're only going to grow as much as your environment. So if you're hanging around people that are not doing anything in your environment or your household, so you have to get out that environment sometimes and be around people that are being successful and doing things so that you can grow, not based on the environment that you're in, but the environment that you want to be in.
Exactly. Now, what would you tell a young man or young woman, because they too work in this arena, if they wanted to get a job in let's say a garage, fixing cars, that kind of thing? What would you tell those youngsters?
I tell them three things when I encounter young people, if the group is small enough and I can engage, I ask them three questions. What's your name, your age, and your dream job? I ask them these three questions because their name, let them know that they're important. Their age, let them know that they have time to do whatever they want to do. And their dream job. And their dream job, if a young kid says, you know what, I want to be a mechanic, I would encourage him or her to start your own business. So then if you don't feel like being a mechanic next Tuesday and you have your own mechanic business, you don't have to go in if you don't want to, but the mechanic stuff will still happen. You'll still get paid because you're the boss of that business right there. So I always encourage them, whatever they want to do, I try to, upscale it one more. Like, well, that's a great dream, but you should be able to own that, so that you can be able, and that way too, they could get their friends jobs and people that they care about, so they can be able to get them jobs as well too. Because if you're just an employee, you can't get them a job. You have to ask someone. So
that's right. It's kind of improving the community around them as well.
Yes, and it makes them have more stock into the community, basically. Because
right.
if you own your own store in the community, then you don't want people coming and spray painting on your walls and things like
right.
that. So they'll encourage them not to, basically, and also encourage them to start their own business too, because then they will have more pride and input in the environment that they're in.
Absolutely, absolutely. It gives me great pride to know you and your staff. I've met a couple of them and they're amazing. You all are doing an amazing job. Now tell me, before we close, I'd like to know if a youngster or a mother or a father right now, or someone that has care of a young person like this, if they needed help and they wanted to contact Young Visionaries, at the end of the program, we will have the phone number, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can give it to you right now too. I know it by heart.
All right, go ahead.
They can just call us anytime. Our offices are still open through the pandemic. We're still operating. And they can call us at 909-910-7327.
Okay, and we're not going to let a pandemic stop Young Visionaries.
No, we've been here every day since it happened. Our staff has been here. We went to the new term is telementoring. So we've been so I got all of my staff cell phones, and we've just been calling kids, doing wellness checks, checking on them, and seeing how they're doing, and just trying to meet their needs as well.
That's wonderful. I want to thank you, and I do praise you for being a founder, the CEO, the leader of our community for our kids. So, Young Visionaries, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you created this program.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Ms. Patterson.
All right. And do you want to leave us with a message?
Yes, I just want to let everybody know just to hang in there, in these uncertain times. Just be certain that you can make it, and we're stronger together. But keep your distance.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
And we'll be talking some more in the future.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Rialto, thank you so much. And for any other city that's listening to us right now, remember, Young Visionaries is a program that is really successful in helping our young children and young adults. So remember Young Visionaries, remember Terrance Stone. And here on Rialto Network, we want to thank you for watching this program. I'm Erlinda. Until next time, see you later. And be careful. Wear your mask.